talking trash off the rip. He asked me one question, man, why you want to fight? I said, I'm good at causing destruction.
That was DeAngelo Evans' job interview. One question from a coach. One honest answer.
Awesome. Oh! Bang! Shot from Evans! Knocked him out! Wow!
And 5 years later, the super lightweight division is still cleaning up the mess.
Still undisputed, 14-0, 13 knockouts, highly ranked.
This man might be the most terrifying prospect in the super lightweight division.
Dropped him with a body shot. Yeah.
Because he's as technically sharp as he is brutally powerful.
And Gutierrez is not defending himself, is that?
Wow.
Just like that.
But here's what the highlight reels won't tell you. DeAngelo Muscle Evans was never supposed to be a boxer. No amateur pedigree. No childhood spent in a gym. He was a college wrestler looking for something to do in the off-season.
My first year of college, and I wanted to stay active, man. If you ain't inactive, you know what I'm saying, they usually got black people get in trouble.
So where does a man like that get power that ends fights in seconds? Ask him.
My last interview, I was asking him, I said, how you knock people out, bro? Like, how do you generate all that power, you know?
Legs and technique.
But,
Yeah, that's it right there.
Legs and technique. The technique came later in a boxing gym. The legs were built years earlier on a wrestling mat, long before this sport ever knew his name. And that relentless trail of destruction has already led some fans to call him the son of Mike Tyson. The style, the frame, the uncanny resemblance. But can Evans really live up to that kind of hype when the competition gets tougher?
I'm gonna do my best to teach you for however long I'm in this sport. I give it my all because you know.
This is the story of the wrestler they turned into a knockout machine. This is DeAngelo Muscle Evans. Born on May 31st, 1998 in Durham, North Carolina, DeAngelo Evans didn't grow up dreaming about boxing. He grew up playing everything else. Durham first, then Greensboro, places he sums up in 5 words, just like any other hood. Football in the fall, track in the spring, basketball in whatever gaps the summer left open. 4 sports, 1 motor. But only one of them ever told him the truth.
The one-on-one aspect of it. So if I lose, it's because I didn't work hard enough.
Okay.
I couldn't thank nobody else. So that's what made me like it.
No teammates to carry you, no referee to blame. Whatever happens on that mat, you built it yourself. That's not a sport, that's a worldview. Ask about his favorite move though, and the wrestler comes right back out.
what was your favorite move? What was your go-to?
Hip toss.
Hip toss.
Hip toss.
Why was it the hip toss?
It's just something quick, and everybody, when your feet go flying in the air, it ain't nothing better.
Yeah.
The hip toss, the double, the cradle, filed away under causing destruction. The paperwork just looked different back then. But wrestling has one flaw, and it's built into the calendar. Every season ends. After his first year of college, the season ended the way seasons do, and Evans looked at a long summer back home with total honesty about where it could lead.
I want to stay active, man. If you ain't inactive, you know what I'm saying, they usually got black people get in trouble.
So at 19 years old, a college wrestler went looking for a hobby and found Coach Marcus Luck's boxing gym instead. A small room with less equipment than ambition. Evans walked in already talking trash, and Luck answered with the question you heard at the top of this video. He got a nickname out of it too. No marketing meeting required. The kid still carried his wrestling shape into a boxing gym, and muscle wrote itself. What Luck got in return was total buy-in. Ask Evans about the training plan on any given day, and the answer never changes.
Man, I don't know. Whatever coach say, for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. The niggas say run to the moon. I'm like, how?
The education started immediately, and boxing's first lesson got personal.
Let's just say that end how I wanted to end, you know? So, I took a knee, hit me one time. It was 30 seconds. I remember like it was yesterday. I threw all I had for 30 seconds. He punched me one time in my stomach, and I took a knee. I started praying. I'm like, this sport ain't for me. So.
One body shot, And a wrestler, a man whose entire sport is refusing to go down, was on a knee, negotiating with God. Remember that punch? It comes back in this story, over and over. Thrown the other way. Most hobbyists would have taken the hint and gone home. Evans took it personally.
After that, I just didn't like that feeling of feeling defeated. Yeah. So that's the only reason why I stayed. I hate it.
A goal said out loud, sealed like a contract. That's not a boxing origin story. That's a wrestler booking his rematch. There was never going to be an amateur career. No headgear trophies, no national tournaments. Under Luck's guidance, with support from mentor Drew Correll, Evans learned the sport in smokers and sparring rooms, usually across from professionals who knew more than him, which was exactly the point.
I base it off what I know, even though I know they know more than me. You know, I ain't afraid to go in there and learn a trick or two. Not always necessarily like I gotta beat this guy up, or just I just gotta go in there with the knowledge like I'm better than what I know I am. So at the same time, they don't want nobody coming there slacking on a sparring session either. So any sparring session is a good opportunity to showcase your skills. So
walk in outgunned, leave with their tricks. It's the wrestling room's oldest rule, running on new fuel. And in the corner of that gym, Luck wasn't just teaching him punches, he was installing a system.
But the stuff I'm teaching you is to help you react, how stuff sit in your dome so you can use it when needed. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when you're boxing, you're thinking and you're not acting. Or you're doing what you want to do, so you're out of range. The reaction's slower. But once you start using the stuff I'm teaching, you'll see different results, and you'll see you're in better position to land better shots at a faster, higher rate. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is about percentage. It's a percentage game. What works best at this time right here at the highest percentage? Do it work every scenario? No, because he don't fight like him. He don't fight like him. He don't like, so everything is tweakable. My word is not the Bible, I tell you that all the time. What I say is not the Bible, because there's moments it's gonna tweak. But there's nothing I said to say, never do that. Because one day you can duck motherfucker, do like this and knock a motherfucker slam out. How often is it gonna work?
Reaction over thinking, percentages over pride. Every tool loaded long before you need one. Hold that thought until the last fight in this video. By April 2021, the hobby had a fight date. Aiken, South Carolina, a pro debut with no amateur record behind it, and whatever the muscles suggested from the outside, the inside was pure rookie.
It's just the crowd, you don't want to be embarrassed. You like, can I take a punch if he hit me hard? You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff. This is my first time fighting, so I was like, I was nervous, I ain't gonna lie.
He answered his own question fast. 2 fights, 2 early nights, 2 wins in style. And then the matchmakers reached for something a little more interesting. Fight number 3 brought Adam Tomlinson, another rookie stepping into the pro ranks, and on paper, a fair fight between beginners. Tomlinson came in with a sensible approach, staying patient, keeping his guard tight, and avoiding unnecessary exchanges.
They have been very patient so far. It hasn't been any. This is the strategic part, I would assume, feeling out your opponent.
But it just wasn't enough for the opponent in front of him.
Evade all the punches, you know, and still keep his balance. Another body jab, trying to just mix things up.
Evans's footwork stood out straight away. Quick steps back to evade punches, sharp angles to reset, an explosive burst forward when he decided to attack.
Yeah, he's really good at sneaking that quick jab in there on Tomlinson.
He wasn't standing in front of danger for long.
His guard up, he's got to be able to block those punches that are coming down the middle.
Tomlinson tried to respond at times, but most of his punches were touching air.
Offer at the edge.
Oh, he got him a couple times there.
Big 1-2. Tomlinson looked like he took it well, but
In round 2, a solid body shot forced Tomlinson down to one knee.
Red corner, and Adam Tomlinson fighting out of the Kegler's blue corner.
Dropped him with a body shot.
Yeah.
Yep, he snuck in a body shot. Tomlinson took a knee.
The same punch that once put Evans on a knee in sparring, now working the other side of the deal. He managed to beat the count, but it was clear something had been taken out of him. Instead of throwing the kitchen sink at his opponent, Evans stayed patient as he targeted the same opening again and again. In the 3rd round, Evans again went to the body.
But he
body shot,
pivoted, and then
I think it's going to get stopped.
and the pressure finally broke Tomlinson.
Be down here in a second. An easier target then? He got him. He hurt him with that time. And they're going to call it this time.
It was another polished performance from a fighter still only in his 3rd professional bout. Evans already looked far more seasoned than his experience suggested. He was calm under pressure, sharp with his timing, and patient in the way he broke opponents down. The worrying part for everyone else in the division was that he was only getting better and more dangerous from here. After picking up 4 more wins, DeAngelo Evans entered the ring at 7-0, now a far more experienced and confident version of himself. His next challenge came against Clay Burns, a true step-up opponent with 30 professional fights and stopped only once in his entire career. This was the kind of fighter who doesn't get blown away easily, but could he take Evans' best shots? From the opening round, Evans didn't rush anything. He came out behind a high guard and a patient approach.
I really want to see how patient DeAngelo is and see how he sets up his shots.
Evans' jab, body shots, and combos were working like magic.
It's a 135-pound lightweight bout.
I'm planning it.
Like I said, Clay Burns has only been stopped 1 time in his career. So if DeAngelo Evans stops Clay Burns in this fight, oh! There we go.
Burns tried to bring pressure and even had moments where he pushed Evans back.
Sorry about that. We're back. We had a little bit of a audio issue.
But every time he landed something, Evans had a more violent response.
But at the same time, in control.
When I saw these 2 guys line up, I didn't realize how...
Evans was now outworking Clay by a wide margin, and Burns was now looking desperate.
There, but he's landing the shots.
Burns with a nice little 3-piece there with the biscuit.
In the final round, Evans really started to open up with combinations that were serious alarm bells for his opponent.
Evans is just... Oh, look at him, just...
Though Evans couldn't finish this gritty challenge, he dominated Burns to a comfortable decision win. 8 rounds, no stoppage, no complaints. On the mat, he learned the only scoreboard that matters. You get exactly what you earn. Burns earned survival. Evans took everything else. 3 months later, Evans faced Giovanni Gutierrez, a fighter with enough experience on his record to at least make things interesting for a rising prospect like Evans. On paper, he wasn't someone to be overlooked, but once the bell rang, it became clear very quickly that experience alone wasn't going to save him. In a little over a minute, Evans walked away from another stoppage win and was already looking like he wanted the next name on the list. One by one, DeAngelo Evans kept knocking down every obstacle placed in front of him. Opponents who looked dangerous on paper were crumbling under the pressure, and Freddy Espinoza, a promising 10-4 prospect with plenty of confidence, turned out to be no exception. From the opening bell, Evans took control of the fight. He marched forward without hesitation, ripping heavy shots to both the head and the body. Espinoza tried to hold his ground, but Evans' relentless pressure never gave him a chance to settle in. Despite the fight being scheduled for just 4 rounds, Espinoza looked less interested in winning and more focused on surviving. By the final round, the writing was on the wall. Late in the 4th, Evans finally gave him an escape route and added another emphatic win to his growing resume. Ask him today for his favorite win, and he doesn't reach for a knockout reel, he reaches for that night.
My favorite boxing win? Yeah. That was my win in LA when I fought at the Butterfly Brawl. Yeah, Butterfly Brawl. It was at a nightclub. Jermaine Dupri was the DJ. I was the main event. Isaiah Carr was the co-main. Shout out to him, that's my boy. But yeah, that was my favorite win. It was my first time stepping out of the city, in a big city, and it was ecstatic.
A kid who learned this sport in small gym sparring rooms, lighting up a Hollywood club with his name on the screens. The off-season hobby was officially out of hand. The Butterfly Brawl came calling again, bigger this time. Santa Monica Pier, open air, and Evans' name at the top of the bill. Fight week interviews and all. His slot never made it to fight night, and the quiet stretched. 13 months without a fight, the longest silence of his career. Parked at 14-0 while the division moved without him. Layoffs are where prospects come back flat, timing dulls, rhythm rusts, reputations quietly expire. The comeback finally landed in May 2026. Thunder Studio, Long Beach, against Cesar Villarraga. The record carried losses, but it carried miles too. 25 professional fights worth, the kind of opponent who's supposed to expose ring rust. Villarraga tried to make things difficult for Evans.
24, he was active.
And I think with him, with the layoff, and now that looks like he's signed, with DMG.
But Evans looked calm and composed from the opening bell and picked his shots to perfection. In round 2, Evans quickly took control of the action before landing a clean left hook that dropped Villarraga and brought the contest to a sudden finish.
Oh! Big shot from Evans! Knocked him out! Wow!
Villarraga was unable to recover from the shot, giving Evans a knockout victory in the second round, and another highlight reel finish for his growing resume. 13 months of silence, 2 rounds to end it, and in the ring afterward, Evans explained the finish like a man reading a receipt.
I ain't feel it. I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't feel the knockout, but like I said, whatever my coach said, throw it, I threw it, and it landed. So
it was lights out
on the button.
Did you think he was gonna get up after that?
Nah, I ain't think it was gonna hit that clean. I knew it was gonna hit, but not that clean.
What would you like to say to all your other fighters in your division?
Man, be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying?
There's the thought you were holding. The coach calls the tool. The fighter trusts it. Lights out. Everything Marcus Luck installed in that little gym cashed in one punch in Long Beach. 15-0, 14 knockouts. The win keeping his climb rolling through DMG Boxing's stable of young talent and putting the rest of the division on notice for free. At 15 fights, DeAngelo Muscle Evans has become exactly the kind of super lightweight that nobody wants on their schedule. He's undefeated, he's violent in a calm, calculated way that somehow makes it worse, and he was never supposed to be here. Boxing didn't raise him, it recruited him out of a wrestling room, in an off-season, on a one-question job interview, and the maths arithmetic came with him. One man, one result, nobody else to blame. If I lose, it's because I didn't work hard enough. He just stopped losing. But before the title talk, understand the man underneath the jokes. The light-skinned one-liners, the taco cravings, the non-stop gym warfare. Because some of the weight he carries is real. He said it himself, unprompted, in the middle of an interview about boxing.
I had my mom, she got killed 3 years ago.
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
I used to live in Big Dog.
Sorry to hear that.
She got hit by a car.
Okay.
Some things you don't get over. So you just come, I don't know how to talk.
Yeah.
I might know how to talk, but I don't know how to talk my expression out. You know what I'm saying? Like I might be painfully joking, but it's truthfully joking. Like I joke with you. I might tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie.
Right.
That's how it is.
Right.
His mother was hit by a car. He doesn't perform it, and he doesn't hide it. It just rides with him. So apply his own rule to what he says next.
I definitely love to get a title, a shot at the world title, man. Just when my time come, give me probably about a year, and I'll be ready.
Not a boast, a schedule. Because what makes Evans dangerous was never just the power, it's how calm he stays while hunting the finish. One mistake, one opening, and the night ends early. The super lightweight division is deep with talent. It is not deep with men built like this. So here's the question worth arguing about. The wrestler who borrowed boxing, does he give it back before or after a world title? Drop your pick in the comments. And Evans isn't the only young phenom putting the boxing world on notice right now. If you are looking for a true generational talent, a fighter with blinding speed, a vicious killer instinct, and the direct backing of Floyd Mayweather himself, you need to see what Kermel Moton is doing. He isn't just winning, he is systematically dismantling grown men and living up to every ounce of the massive hype surrounding him. Click on the video on your screen to check out my deep dive into Kermel Moton's terrifying rise through the ranks. I'll see you there.